this button will press. Yes, it's Friday high day. It's the Premier League. Looks out with me, Mr. B. My right hand man or left hand man? I don't know. You work that out. Tony, how you doing, Tony?
I'm good. Sorry I missed last week.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Kids. Do you know what I mean? I'm here.
So convenient that the gym, a lot of family and stuff. I get it, but coincidence. We'll see what happens your next loss. We'll see if you come on the week after your next loss.
No, I told because it was on a Friday. We played Liverpool on the Sunday. So
yeah, but we wanted to hear your thoughts on the game.
All right, I'll give you my thoughts later on.
Damn, how you doing, man?
Yo, me, I'm on cloud 9. Mr. Levy's gone, nowhere to be seen. He's taken his money. He's run out of Tottenham, and he's still running up the high road to Arsenal, where he wants to live for the rest of his days and come in and support the team he really does support. We got our Tottenham back. We're happy. We're laughing. Spurs are on the march. The mighty Giant's going to rake up and spread his arms right as the mighty Giant wakes up in North London, just to see out of the corner of his eye the South London club that's been pretending to be a North London club, and just send them back to where they belong. But yeah, I am happy I'm happy. Come on, you Spurs.
I bet tequila.
How we doing, mate?
Yeah, I bet you. Are you as happy as Dermatron?
I am as happy as Dermatron, but let's just say that it's a great distraction considering that Bournemouth played us off the park last game. We don't need to ever talk about that now, do we? We can just talk about Daniel Levy. That game never happened. What game?
Yeah, no, as I stop. At the end of the day, it is the Premier League, so the fact that there was some games last week being played, it doesn't have to be a long discussion. But look, if we start with hands up if your team won. Oh, look at that. That makes a bloody change, doesn't it? Unflipping believable. Let me say a couple of howdies before we talk about that.
Can somebody actually time frame this show and should be put into a time vote?
Yeah, you could.
It's not going to happen very often that I'm the only winner on the panel. But as I said, while I'm doing this, I'm going to keep my hands up because hands up for the minutes. Solo.
Yeah, enjoy it, Mr. B. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy.
I got 2 weeks of this. So there's some people in the cave for 2 weeks, isn't they? Tony.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, well, it's all right. You dwelling seconds. It's all right. There's a few of you in here. Don't worry, man. Titanium saying howdy. I hope you do well. Oh yeah, there you go. See, look. Stephanie, what's wrong with this bloody thing? This laptop. Stephanie saying, who won their last game? We did. Tyrone, hope you're doing well, man.
Yes, Tyrone. What are you saying?
Yeah, but is that a lemon pot? I have no idea what you mean by that. See, there you go. See, I'm a ventriloquist. Tony shit. See, just like magic. Right, look, guys. I think there's only one thing to start with, really, isn't it? We'll do it historically. So, last week's performance from your team, you're not going to escape it.
No, that's cool. That's fine. I think when I looked at the team sheet, I thought we set up defensively. We went there not to win, but we more focused on not losing. Do you know what I mean? Because when I saw Mourinho I thought to myself, come on. We played all right. Let's not get it twisted. We didn't play bad. I knew it's either going to be a mistake or a wonder goal. And I'll be honest with you, I watched it with Artie from the Cop Talk, and I watched it with my other cousin as well, who's a Liverpool fan. So I was there watching it in his house. And when Szoboszlai put down, when they got the free kick, no word of a lie, when they got the free kick, Szoboszlai put the ball down, I walked out the room. And my cousin's like, why did you walk? I said, bruv, I don't like where the ball is positioned. I don't like it. It wasn't in the corner. It was right in the middle. And I know Szoboszlai, I do my research. I know he can bang them. I walked out. When I walked out, all I heard was cheering, cheering, and I thought, yeah, he's done it. I came back in, and obviously I saw the replay of him smacking it in the top, and I was like, do you know what I mean? But we ain't won there in 19 years. You know, I didn't think. I'll be honest with you. I was there boasting, saying that we weren't going to lose. I didn't think we would lose, but we did. I'll take a loss at Liverpool. I'll take a 1-0. It was a wonder goal. We started to come back in the last 70, 80th minute. In the first half, we never played too bad, but again, we set up more defensively. I think you should have started with Eze. I think Eze should have started, or at least come on early second half. But yeah, what can I say? Do you know what I mean? I don't think Onana would have saved that. No keeper in the world would have saved that free kick. It was a really good free kick. And like I said, I don't think we played too bad. People are like, oh yeah, taking the mick out. Yeah, you can, but it's Anfield, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I want to see another team go to Anfield and try win. It's not an easy place to go.
Yeah, but you didn't try to win.
I know. We talk.
That is the problem with Arteta. These games where I feel that he's supposed to go out there with an attacking mindset. At the end of the day, you finish second. You know what I mean? It's not like us finish 15th where you go with 3 central midfield defensive central midfielders and leave, and then you start with that waste man Martinelli. Oh Jesus!
I know. I think you know what the match reminded me of an old school European match, second leg in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Where you go out there, you're a bit nervous. You don't really want to lose. You go out there more defensively. That's what it reminded me of. Do you know what I mean? But again, I think we kind of bottled it on the day. You know, very, very much defensive. Didn't go out there to attack. And we got beat by 1 goal. Do you know what I mean? We got beat by 1 goal. I think I like the way Madueke impressed me. Eze impressed me with the little cameo that he did. He done more than Martinelli did for the first half. You know, so yeah, lost at Liverpool. What can I say? It's not like we lost against Spurs or Burnley or United. You know what I mean? It's at Anfield. So what can I say? Let's see what happens when Tottenham and Man United go to Anfield. I guarantee.
Yeah, oh God.
Do you know what I mean? It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, we will see. Them as obviously as a rival of the North London Reds, let's just call them that. What are your feelings on the game? Obviously, Tony's got a completely different view of the game. What was your view of the game?
I thought Arteta got it tactically wrong completely. He went up there not to win, which is the worst thing you can do against the attack Liverpool have. I think if you match Liverpool tactics the same as Liverpool have, I think you've got a good chance of winning because their defense is not great at the moment. You look against Bournemouth, they were defensively frail against them. You look at Newcastle as well, who came back from 2-0 down to get to 2-2. I think I don't like saying it, but I think he also made a tactical error by not starting Eze. I think if Eze would have started, I think Arsenal would have had a better chance of winning. I just think Arteta just tactically got it all wrong on that game. And Liverpool are not the same as last season. Liverpool are very vulnerable. And I think if you get your tactics right, you'll be able to beat them. Look, will we beat them at Anfield? We haven't won up there since Jesus was a baby, even before Moses was a baby. So there's not a hell's chance of us. I mean, we've only won up there once in the last 40 years, I think, or something like that. Even the great Bill Nick never won at Liverpool. And that says it all. But yeah, I think Arteta had to take the blame fully for that. And if he doesn't take the blame, then I think he needs to seriously look at himself in the mirror, because I think tactically that's on him. That wasn't on the Arsenal players. That was on the Arsenal manager, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I wanted to say. Tequila.
I'll second that.
Yeah. I think Arteta maybe got it wrong, but I'm trying to put myself in his predicament. And Tony obviously knows his team better than any of us do. But Tony, it's like Liverpool's, if they've got a weakness, if it is their defense. But you can't just flat out go up there and just go toe to toe with them because they've got the best attack as well. So what would you think he should have done? You can't sit back, right, properly, because you can't give Liverpool that much attacking impetus. But you also can't go toe to toe. This is me more or less saying Liverpool's going to trounce everybody. By the way, this is what I'm more or less saying. So what do you do? You tell me. What do you do?
I understand what he did in regards to setting up more defensively, but I think he set up more defensively for too long. I think if you weather the storm, all right, first off, if you want to do it first off, all right, cool. But 50th minute, change it then. Change it. Give us something, attack for at least half hour. Do you know what I mean? And I think he brought Eze on too late. It was 70th something minute. And do you know what I mean? We started, I think what he wanted to do is just defend and then hopefully get a fucking corner. Get a corner.
Great. Yeah. So we're taking the Bolton approach, are we? Should we get JJ Clutch to start doing a Rory Delap can come on and do some long throws? And
I think he was going back to the Jack Tartan years. Long ball, just chuck it forward.
He was nervous. He just didn't want to lose. That's what it was. His main, he didn't want to lose, and he was hoping that Liverpool there was a little mistake in them, and we'll capitalize on a mistake. But he didn't go out there thinking, all right, lads, let's go and attack. I don't think that was the mindset or the
small club mentality, loser mentality.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I just think he just didn't want to lose. Like Man City, they've gone there and they've lost how many times and they've still won the title. So it's not the fact that you go there so you've lost the title or you're not in the title race. Not at all. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't think he wanted to go out there lose. And again,
can you see anyone beating them up there though? Really?
No.
That's the thing, isn't it?
I can't.
Do you know what? I think Newcastle might. I think Newcastle have been the only ones this year to really give them a good scare.
Or do you know what? One team that might trouble them, I think, Chelsea. Chelsea might.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Chelsea could go up there and, do you know what I mean? And either win or get a draw. I can see
Palace as
the
well.
Only team.
Palace good as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think Palace have started really well. You look at the first three games. Pardon?
So I'll put United in there. To be fair.
I
see you laugh. Who laughed? Why Tequila? Why?
Because I just think I know Tyrone's in the chat saying Liverpool beatable. Of course, any team's beatable. But I just think, we're talking about them having ever so slightly a weaker defense. Okay, so maybe they've got an ever so slight vulnerability there. But look at the transfer window they've just had. They've blown absolutely everybody away.
Yeah, I don't know what.
The thing is, they would have been favourites without ISAK. Yeah. That's the thing. They already were favourites without him, and then they've gotten him as well.
Do you know what, Tequila? I do agree with you on that, but I think where they have mucked up is letting the centre back go by not getting the Crystal Palace captain in to cover that. What happens if Van Dijk has an injury?
Good.
They've got no cover at the back. I agree with you about the front line, but I think they will concede goals.
I don't wish any injury on any player.
Not an injury, not a long term, but
no. But I think
missed a couple of games.
I do believe that Liverpool are due. They're due a couple. They're due a couple injuries. Yeah. They're definitely due a couple injuries. Do you know what I mean? And again, if it's in the defense, but then they can. Their attack is so strong. So even if they get one or two defense, they'll go out there and score more goals. You know what I mean?
And Postecoglou would have loved being that manager of that Liverpool team, man.
Well, he is a Liverpool fan, so you never know.
Well, he would have loved it because it's like Liverpool about attack. They can have a deficiency in defence, but with that attack force, even if they go 2 goals down, do you still write them off? No.
Nah.
But they did. I'm not taking all of this Liverpool. Yeah, they no title.
I think don't get me wrong, Mr. B. Manchester United could well win the league. But
now you're thinking.
You've gone from one extreme to the other now. There you go, mate.
So did you lot discuss the Grimsby Town? What was that discussion all about?
Yeah, you weren't. Yeah, well, that's tough. That's the way that the cookie crumbles, isn't it? That's history. That don't count. That's gone. That's gone. I've had my burning. I took my licks.
Yeah, I know. I kind of saw, like, I was watching you and the other.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah. I recognized your name in the chat. We tried to avoid you, but for some of
Anyway,
them reason
we've
they
got
kept coming
Doncaster
up.
Rovers. We got the mighty Doncaster having me together.
Yeah,
Yeah, at least you lot are still in it.
Comms team is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I think Column's going to go down there. He's going to get a ticket, and as soon as Tottenham score, he's going to run onto the pitch and start going and go for Doncaster. I can see it happening.
You should have
I'll
signed
save
Com
you, lads.
instead of the new keeper, Mr. B. Should have signed Com instead. Yeah.
Do you know,
Yeah.
talking about keepers, I saw the keeper, and I've seen a couple of highlights of the keeper that you got. I'm hearing the white Onana.
Oh, see, you know what it is. Whatever you look for on the internet, you will find. There's videos of him making great saves. There's videos of him making mistakes. Obviously, you've seen the one. You being you've seen the one. The video of his mistakes, but you know, maybe that's all the mistakes he made.
Yeah, but the thing about it, how old is he? He's 19.
He's 23. He's
20,
23.
oh, sorry, he's 20. He's still young. All right, 23. You're what? The way I see it, he's still a second. He's a B team keeper. Really. He's not first. He's not first. He's not.
I'm sorry.
Your number
I'm
one
sorry.
keeper.
I'm sorry.
At 23,
We've-
United.
We've got fucking another in goal, bruv. I don't want to hit. As long as he can catch and he can dive the right way, he's a better goalie than Onana.
Wow.
So you're telling me you would take Bobo the Clown instead of Onana?
I would take Bobo the Clown's mum instead of Onana.
There you go.
Would you have taken Taibi, Mr. B, over Onana?
Yeah, Taib made mistakes in one game, and Fergie didn't give him. How do we know he wasn't? You know, he wasn't terrible. You know, that he might have been nerves in that game. Onana's actually proved it's not nerves. He's just a shit goalkeeper. So I'm taking the goalie coming in. Tony. Yes, I understand. I haven't seen him play.
Mark Van Bommel was bigging him up. On TalkSport, Mark Van Bommel was bigging him up.
Yeah,
and I know Courtois said as well. He's he said his bit, but you know, I'm sure there was people bigging up Onana before he came to us. You know, so until he's in goal and until he makes that first mistake, goalies are going to make mistakes, but you can't make them. You can't make a mistake 3 times every single game. 3 mistakes every single game, and guaranteed 2 of them are costing goals. Come on, man. Come on. This, you know, you can't just be a goalie by name. You have to prove that you're a goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Maybe he wants to be an outfield player. You know, in that case, then go somewhere else.
I'm surprised that you lot didn't go like hard for Donnarumma. Do you know what I mean? I thought
why would you got to understand, Donnarumma's just come off the treble. What can we offer him?
Yeah, I agree. I was about to say, with all due respect, is like I think that he'd want bigger fish. I know that might hurt Mr. B.
No, we can't offer him nothing. I know we are Tequila. I'm not blinded by the fact that, you know, we still can spend 200 million. We can offer him nothing. We're not even in the Coca-Cola Cup further out, bro.
You could offer him hero status. Do you know what I mean? He could be the cog that took United back to playing in the Champions League next season. Do you know what I mean? Like hero status. You know, that's the only thing.
He ain't coming to do us no favors. When Man City up the road, he can live in the same house that he could have come to where Manchester or Man United is. Same place, exact same place, no headache. You know what I mean? But guess what? He now going to train and they got the challenge for the league, challenge for the Champions League, and challenge for the Coca-Cola Cup. He comes to us, he would have been knocked out of a tournament already. Actually, probably wouldn't have done because he might have been in goal. So maybe not. That's a good devil. How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. See? Here you go. He'd rather take Maguire in goal than Onana. It's not the Onana situation. It's not even a joke. I mean, it's a joke for you, obviously, rival fans, but
it's lovely.
I don't see it as a joke. I actually see Onana as not a Premier League player. I think, look, if you're going to be serious about it, the Manchester United goalkeeper shirt comes with a heavy history with it. You look at the keepers I have wore it: Peter Schmeichel, Van der Sar, you know, and the keepers before them. And I think the Old Trafford crowd will support you, but if they keep making mistakes over and over again, I don't know, you know it more better than me, Mr. B, but I think the Old Trafford faithful will get on the players' back. And it's all about confidence. But I think also with the amount of managers you've had since Alex Ferguson, I think nobody's ever there to help him out what the problem is. I think you need to get rid. You've bought in this young keeper, as Tequila says. He got bigged up on TalkSport, and I've seen some clips of him. He's a very good goalkeeper. And it's about sinking or swimming, isn't it, really? But I think he's got the mentality to do well. But that goalkeeper shirt is a heavy burden to carry.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you've only reached the main.
Mr. B, can I ask you a question about United? I'm curious. At Spurs, we have gotten used to buying these quote-unquote diamonds in the rough. Now, with this keeper, because you know as well as I do, the keepers mature at an older age. How do you feel about you're signing a keeper maybe who's got the potential to be good, but not a ready-made? Now, us at Spurs, we had this massive argument. Last year, we signed virtually no ready-made players other than Solanke. This year's been a bit different. But how do you feel being a United fan when you need a quality goalkeeper who's ready today, and what you've probably got is another diamond in the rough who maybe 3 or 4 years down the road might become a quality keeper? And now United are now going into that, buying the young players and hoping they become something rather than getting the quality you need for this season, for today.
So do you mean like a Martinez, somebody like that?
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. Yeah, somebody who's ready-made for that now, not somebody who might be good in 3 years' time because you need him today.
Well, look, the situation is anybody we put in goal, all jokes aside, anybody we put in goal is going to be better than Onana, apart from back in there. We've got the 2 worst goalies in the Premier League, 1 and 2. So, Lemons coming in, I think, like Chatsport said, he should be starting the next game. He should be coming straight in. You know, Onana's trash, Bayindir is trash, and you've bought a goalkeeper. So why are you gonna? Yeah, as he said, let him sink or swim. You know, Tequila. It's not even a joke, bro.
We've had some terrible keepers. We've had some terrible keepers, mate. Gomez. Let me tell you about Aurelio Gomez, right? Not only could he make a mistake, some silly mistakes, the dude couldn't take it. Dermo, back me up. He couldn't take a goal kick. We had to have our fucking fullbacks, excuse my language, our fullbacks taking goal kicks because he couldn't take a goal kick. It was so. I know how you feel about having rubbish keepers. We've had plenty at Spurs, trust me.
It's not. That's the position that you want them to be. At least competent, you know. We've got an incompetent goalie. So yeah, look, the fact that, you know, I'm hearing today that he's third choice, he's got a week and a half to make himself first choice somewhere else. If not, sit down. January is going to come. Leave in January after the Cup of Nations. Go and sort yourself out. Get your agent. He's got 3 months to sort your move. Go African nations and go somewhere else. Don't come back to Manchester. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
That's if anybody wants him. Like, you can't go anywhere without a team wanting him. Who's actually gonna?
I get that. Monaco wanted him. Maybe they would have progressed in the Champions League. Pogba's there, so it's not like they haven't got any, you know, big time players at the club. I mean, look, if he wants to go, get told. He came in asking for a pay rise, and he was the one who got us single-handedly kicked out of the Champions League. Yeah. And he had the cheek to be asking for a pay rise. So he's got ideas above his station anyway, you know. So yeah, long may his bullshit continue. Hopefully, you know, his feelings are hurt. He's gonna feel offended. He does want to get out of the club. It's hard. He's broken me, man. I don't want to see him go. I don't want to see him in goal again. It's hard, bro.
I know. Hard, you know what? I was watching you guys watch along with. Yeah, it was emotional. I saw a lot of emotional.
Yeah,
Mr. B, the Grimsby keeper was a United fan. And maybe you should have signed him.
Yeah, they could have signed anybody. It does. The thing is, it's because he's so bad, and the bench is so low. The next goal we have could be rubbish, but we're still going to give him the chance. You know, if he comes in and makes a mistake in the first game, it's going to be like, oh shit, we've done it again. Yeah. So hopefully he will pull. You know, you expect goalies to make saves, but just the basic stuff, just the basic stuff, get right, man. It's hard.
Who you got next after the international break?
You got Man City, man.
Oh dear. Well,
Dr. Gilly, you lot just beat them.
yeah, we just beat them and then got played by. Well, we'll be getting to that, won't we? So I'm not bigging us up too much after the last game, bruv. But yeah, we did go to City. Spurs make no sense. We'll go to City at their place and play them off the park. They get played off the park ourselves by Bournemouth. Make that make sense to me, guys.
I'm just saying Bournemouth didn't happen. That game didn't happen. That was a figment of everyone's imagination. Bournemouth game just don't. The game got abandoned because of no, the game got abandoned because of the turnstiles wouldn't open, and Daniel Levy had locked himself in his chairman's office, and he wouldn't come out because he was afraid he might get the sack. So the game did get abandoned. What we were watching, Tequila, was a ultimate universe of Ange Postecoglou ball again.
Oh, great! It did look familiar. Yeah, it did look familiar.
So come on. So look, all jokes aside now, you won your first 2 games, didn't concede any goals. I'm not saying you were giddy, but Tottenham fans were excited. And then home game with Super Frank, this tactical genius, you actually got battered. It was the 1-0 battering.
Yeah,
battered.
What went wrong?
I think me and Tequila can actually quote this in one word: shite.
Yeah, I mean,
should have been about 4 or 5-0, mate. I tell you.
Yeah, Vicario was our best player. Whenever your keeper is your best player, you know the kind of match it was. Yeah. So, I mean, it was some of us in the Spurs fan base, we do kind of, what's the word to use, get ahead of ourselves a little bit. I'm being polite here. Get ahead of ourselves a little bit. So it was a little bit of a cool your jets. Right, we haven't become world beaters in 6 weeks or however long Frank's had. There's still massive investment required in his team. We ain't going to be top 4 if Spurs fans thought that we were. We'll be lucky to get top 6. We'll probably get top 10. And I think this loss has just kind of reinforced that. It might be a good thing overall for the fan base so that we give the manager a break. But believe me when I tell you guys, the knives were already out for Frank, especially by the old Ange Postecoglou fans, of which they're still around, unfortunately for me. Just waiting for the first opportunity for Frank to make a mistake. And he did make a mistake. He was outclassed. He was. But it's fine. He's not a magician. He did lose that. He lost the battle. Spurs weren't up for it. He was totally outplayed, both by the manager's tactics and the players as well. That's it. We were convincingly beaten, and that will happen. But it was a little bit disheartening to see a lot of the knives come out. Dermo, I know, wasn't like that, but Dermo will at least back me up to say that he saw the knives coming out as well. There is a group of us waiting for the first opportunity who loved Ange so much. And like I say, there's still a bunch of them around who were just waiting to stick those knives into Thomas Frank, unfortunately for us. And those fans are still there.
I agree with Tequila. I think it wasn't a great performance against Bournemouth. Let's not sugarcoat it. It was totally. Look, the only positive I would take out the game is watching Thomas Frank trying to change it early, more than we were last season. I think that was a good thing. I think Tequila's right when your goalkeeper is your man in the match. I think Van der Ven was close to it as well. That is a bad sign, but he's right. Too many fans were turned on Frank, and I think it's ridiculous that we've got to even the third game after 3 games that we're in that situation. I think it's a bit late saying it now, but I think the attention should have been turned to Levy. I think if you look at the transfer window as a whole, it wasn't the greatest window. It wasn't the worst window, but it wasn't a brilliant window. I always give it a 7 out of 10.
You put all first-team players. That's a good window, man.
Yeah, but that's what I meant, 7 out of 10. You also got to sell players on top of that as well to balance out the window, which selling our players was, Tequila was right, it was dreadful. But look, I think Thomas Frank it was said tonight on our show, he's a stabilising manager. He will stabilise Tottenham. I wanted him in before Ange Postecoglou 2 years ago when his name was being mentioned. I said it on the channel. I wanted Thomas Frank brought in. Ange came in because I'm a massive Celtic fan. I thought, well, okay, I'll take that as the second best, and I knew what Ange can do. Ange got found out very quickly in the Premier League. Yes, he won us a trophy, and he will always be the third manager, hang on, let me work it out. Yeah, third manager in our history to win a European trophy. But Thomas Frank's only been in the job since July. Give the man a chance. Every manager deserves 3 transfer windows. He will get it right. Thomas Frank will surprise a few people, and Tottenham will be successful under Thomas Frank. But I don't know what you think, Tequila. I think the pleasing thing for us is how tactically sound we're looking. I know Bournemouth was a bit of a low point, but the first 2 games we did, and the PSG game, we did look tactically sound, didn't we? To be fair,
yeah, we're organised, which we weren't under Ange. And I will say, I will say that my first choice for the Spurs manager was the Bournemouth manager. I am going to throw that in there.
Yeah,
but I don't.
You were saying that.
I don't mind Frank. Frank's not about. Certainly, there could have been a lot of worse choices than Frank. But I would have preferred, in all honesty, the Bournemouth manager. And I think again, he showed just how good he really is. That doesn't mean I'm turning on Frank, but if all things are even, he would have been my first choice. So I'm not that shocked that Frank was outclassed, because I do rate the Bournemouth manager very highly. I'm not that shocked. I think what makes it even more kind of, it was the contrast, because if you would have asked most Spurs fans, this is your first 3 games, what are the results going to be? How many points? I'd say 9 out of 10 Spurs fans were biting your hand off to come with 6 points out of our first 3 games. And most of them probably would have said, we'll win our 2 home games and we'll go up to City most likely and lose. What happened is we play one of the best teams in the league off the park and then get played off the park ourselves. So you just end up scratching your head, because it's just like, it's so kind of backwards, and I'm left a bit bewildered by it. I knew that the Bournemouth manager was good, but I can't sit here and give you a good reason, really, guys, why we were able to go to City, play like that, and then put in such a performance the other way. I haven't got an answer for you. I can't tell you why. There's no real kind of rhyme or reason behind it.
I think the one reason is Man City are going through a rough time themselves, and I don't think the City players are playing for Pep. I really don't. I think Thomas Frank's a good manager. I get what Tequila. I think the Bournemouth manager would have been probably a better choice because of the way he plays. But I think Thomas Frank might surprise a few people. But you know, it's a long way to go. It's only 3 games, and I'm with Tequila. I would have taken 6 points out of the first 3 games. Mm-hmm. I would have bitten your hand off for that.
Yeah,
I think it's a great start. I mean, Arsenal have the same points as us. They've had the same start to us. United are still in the top end elite. Look where Man City are. Man City are down there looking down below. Pep's looking at the bottom tree. Hello, lads. You're all right. Nice to see you down here. And Arsenal around us thinking, Jesus, lads, we shouldn't be here. We should be up there. And Crystal Palace, don't get me started at them. Villa are down the bottom. If somebody said to me Villa were the bottom with 3 defeats out of 3 and can't even score a goal, I'd have said, you need to go to the doctor, mate.
I think Villa are going to have a bad season.
I think so.
I think they're going to really. I don't think you're going to get relegated, but I think they're going to have. Considering the seasons they've had recently, I think they're going to be.
I hope so. I hope everybody struggles.
Do you think, Tequila, we got over the Bournemouth defeat? Do you think we covered that the Bournemouth didn't happen? You think we got
just wait until we talk about Levy, then they won't even remember the Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's okay. Listen, fair enough.
And that's as Rebel says, that's the meat on the bone. Listen, those games are history. At the end of the day, if you win your next game, you know, it's all good. We won our game. Do I expect to beat City? Probably not.
Of course not. Of course you don't expect to beat City.
Why? Not beating foot. Why? City haven't started this season well, bro.
It don't matter, but you're not beating City. You're not beating.
Well, nobody give us the chance to beat City. Every team, every game. Look, I love what I love about football is right. Every team has a chance over 90 minutes. You don't know what's going to happen.
I hear that, but let's face it, Spurs are City's bogey team. So
yeah,
you know, you're beating them. You go up there, you do whatever. Like you beating City wasn't a surprise to me. I'll be honest with you. I would hope, obviously, I'm hoping that you was going to lose, but I wouldn't. Well, I didn't look at the match thinking, okay, City are going to wipe you, because no, you're their bogey team. But what I'm saying is, I cannot see this United team beating City. I can't see that. Mark this. You can screenshot what I'm saying.
No,
you're not
look,
beating. Like I told you, you're not beating us. I said you were talking all this talk. Oh, United are gonna beat Arsenal. You're gonna whip Arsenal. And I said it's not happening. You're not beating City. You're not beating City. City ain't gonna lose. Didn't City lose their last match, or did they win? Did they win their last match?
They lost their last game. That's
right,
my point.
Right.
See,
yeah, they lost their last match. Right,
yeah,
they lost
they're
their
not
last
this
match.
incredible team.
Right. Well, okay, great. I hear that. They lost their last match. They're not losing 2 matches in a row. They're not doing.
They have lost 2 matches in a row.
Yeah,
they lost to us and they lost to Brighton. So there's a good chance they might lose 3 in a row. They lost 4 in a row last year. To be fair.
I am telling you this: City are not losing against United. I'll put money on it right now. I bet you a tenner. Right now.
Okay, cliff it then, Tony, mate.
Money on the line. Problem.
Yeah,
it's not a problem. You're a hater. You have your doubts.
I'm not a hater. I just know. I've seen this. I've seen the script.
Wouldn't you prefer us to win that game?
Of course, I'll prefer you to beat City. I would love it.
Why is there so much negativity?
Because I just know. I just know it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. Trust me. I would love it for you to beat City, because I know you ain't in the running for the title. So you was going to dent their hopes. You know what I mean? But I just know it's not happening. Big up Mavis. Sorry, Mavis, I wasn't there last week, but I did WhatsApp you and let you know that I wasn't going to be there. But big up Mavis. But yeah, she's not. Sorry, she's not. You're not. You're not beating City. You're not doing it. I'll tell you that. You're not. It's not happening. Get that ball out of here.
Very sorry, Mr. B. I have to jump off. My earpods is starting to pack up, and I've only got one on charge, so I'm going to have to drop off. I do apologise.
No problem, man. No problem. Dams, we'll see you next week. Yeah. Make sure you charge your earpods. We'll get you an hour earlier. I think next week's going to be painful for you, mate. In the next upcoming, we need to talk. We need to get it out there. So big up there, man. I'll see you next week. No problem, man.
I leave the professional man in charge. I'm
I've got to cover all the Levy stuff by myself. Cheers, Dermo.
Do you know that that's you're in your alley? That's.
I am more Levy out than Dermo is.
Yeah. This is your element. This is your time to shine.
Fair enough. Oh, I give him my best, bro.
You always do. I always say the Keeler's the sensible one on the channel. I'm the loony one in the channel. So I'm leaving you with the sensible one.
That's cool. We'll take the sensible one.
On that bombshell, I'll speak to you later. See you later, lads.
Take easy, cheers, Rob.
Yeah, bye.
Tyrone's got a question. Does anybody hate it?
Tyrone, I detest it.
I can't
detest it, mate.
Stand it. I hate it. All I'm doing in an international break is praying my players don't get injured. That's all I do. Nothing else. I just pray my players do not get injured. I fucking hate it.
I was speaking to them about this earlier on because he wanted to cover Ireland. I'm like, I don't know. I said maybe it's an English thing, but we just don't. Is it just me? It's not. I know it's not because Tony said the same thing. Is it because we're not Is it a culture thing? We're not patriotic enough, or is it just because we're just fed up of we always lose at the end?
Do you know what it is? I think we lose at the end, and I think we can do fantastic in an international break against these teams. Well, we build up the hype, we beat all of these teams. We look so great, but when we actually play in a tournament, we fucking look like what the fuck. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of they build our hopes up. That's what it is. Yeah. They give us a false sense of security watching them.
We've already read. We've already read the ending of the book, mate. There's no point going back and reading the rest of it.
That's right.Maybe if we started winning, then we would be more okay. Do you know what? Let's watch it because we could possibly go out and win another cup. But it's like, I just don't give a shit. I don't.
All it does is interfere with my Man United rookery.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll go too because they're gonna have a few games in Canada. They're playing a few games in Canada, and I like to go to Canada like once or twice a year. So when I'm out there, hopefully I can watch a few matches. But
wow.
Yeah, but the international,
dead. Vincent, Rio, is busy. And he had a little got a date
Has
No,
he?
no, I'm joking.
God damn, has he?
No, I'm joking. I just can't drop the guy. Can't drop the guy in the shit. Nah. He just said he couldn't make it tonight, mate. Hi, Joe. I hope you're gonna enjoy that kebab, man. Is it a doner kebab or a shish kebab? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Club over country, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. Nope. It's England just play shit football. I'm sick of breaking up the Prem every other week. Yeah, there you go, and that's what it is. I think we're all a bit frustrated.
Yeah,
with the international window.
Yeah, it's not at a good time, especially when your team is starting to get into a rhythm. And maybe for us, we lost against Liverpool. Maybe it's time for do a little regroup or something. I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like the wind. I don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's all messed up, and especially the transfer window being open for some leagues as well, so you can still possibly lose players. Do you know what I mean? To other leagues and stuff. Yeah, it's all bollocks.
Thing is, Tony, is that the players don't care either, mate. The players. I mean, we saying that we don't care. I don't think the players care either. When they play these kind of meaningless matches, I don't think they care. They might care about the big tour. They care about the big tournaments, yeah, but they don't care about this stuff. They don't.
Nah, they're watching.
Yeah,
they would want to obviously work on their fitness, but they're not. They don't want to get injured, do they? They don't.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, I think. To be fair.
Yeah,
and you're right. I can't afford. I don't want any of our players. We've still got players coming back and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So for any of our players to get injured,
Who's injured? Who's injured already? 3 games in. Who you got injured?
We got obviously Saka's injured. Obviously Kaya's out for a while. Jesus will be back. I think they're talking possibly next year.
Is he out? Sorry, is he out?
Next year?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Like probably January.
They didn't put him in the They didn't put him in the Champions League squad, so maybe next year's right.
Yeah. We've got Norgard. He's injured as well. We got Ben Wright.
Did just buy him?
Yeah, I don't know how long he's injured for. Maybe he's a knock or something like that. We got Ben White who's injured as well. So yeah, can't afford anyone else. Yeah, Odegaard's obviously just coming back. But yeah, we can't. I don't want to mention any other names that could possibly get injured. I just don't want. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it.
Got Saliba.
Yeah, Saliba. I don't know how, but we've got with Saliba. I'll be honest with you. Saliba injured. Yes, it's bad, but we've got that Mascara. He looked good, and we need to bleed him in. So I don't mind putting him. I would prefer. I don't want any of our players to get injured. But if I had to pick Gabriel or Saliba to get injured, I'd rather Saliba than Gabriel. To be honest, I'd rather Saliba than Gabriel.
Are you blaming the manager for his injury?
I think. Do you know? I don't know about the manager. I think we do something ain't right in our.
Can I tell you? You know he was injured in warm up, right? And Arteta chose to play it.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking you, do you blame your manager?
Really? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Wow. He was injured in the warm-up and the twat played him.
Yeah, I hear no, but he might have said to Arteta's going to ask him if he feels all right.
Listen,
and he's going to say
your player, yeah, but that's the problem. That's the problem with Arteta then, isn't it? You know what I mean? If you're a manager and you know your player's injured, he's got 2 weeks rest, bro. Don't play him.
Yeah, I hear you, but if you're injured in the warm-up,
what if this puts him out for 2 months? It probably wasn't because it doesn't look like it was that bad. But
but
if your player's injured, you have a duty of care to your players.
Yeah, I hear you, but you're at Anfield. Yeah, but you're at Anfield, innit? And if he got slightly injured, and the manager asks him, how do you feel? And he said, I feel all right. I could possibly run it off. You're gonna let him play it. You're gonna trust your player's judgment. Do you know? You're going to try because that's obviously what he must have done. He must have asked him. He's not. Yeah, Saliba's not going to tell him, "Oh, no, I don't. I don't think I can play." He's not going to say, "All right, well, fuck you, Saliba. You're going to go and play." Nah, he's going to ask Saliba, and if Saliba says, "I could, I feel all right," then he's going to play in it. He's going to let him play. So now on that side, I don't blame the manager. I blame Saliba. Saliba, he should have. Do you know what I mean? I blame him. But again. It happens, innit? Players are going to get injured, but our defense right now, we got that other dude as well, Nkapi. I think I like him. I want to see him play because he looks like a really good player. I've seen him clips. I've seen him in a few matches.
He is.
He's hungry. He's one of these players that love defending. He fucking loves it. Colombian. He fucking loves defending. He wants to take out guys, and I love that. He looks like a bit of a bastard, like Ben White. He's got a bit of a bastard in him, and that's what we need. That's what we want. So I want to see him play. So if we do get another injury at the back, hopefully we've got cover. But yeah, going back to what you're saying, internationals, nah, fuck them, man.
I agree.
Who is ignoring? What is this?
What's that?
Who's it? I don't understand the message.
What do you say?
Who's ignoring
Alarm battery needs
that their alarm battery needs replacing?
Is there somebody's alarm going off? Can't hear him.
My alarm, mate.
I just checked my phone. I thought it was my phone beeping. What?
Nah.
Come on, we deserve better. I know you're still in the chat, so you can explain to me what's going on here, because I have no idea what you're talking about, man. To be fair, no idea. But I tell you what, we should be talking about. We've held off for long enough. The biggest news of the week. Levy.
Yeah.
Smoke alarm keeps beeping. Okay.
Nah,
Right, fair enough.
Mine's all right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I haven't got a smoke alarm.
No alarm here either, bro. Yeah.
You must have a smoke alarm. It's illegal to have a property without a smoke alarm.
No, but it's not beep. Hey, the smoke alarm ain't out there beeping, is it? The smoke alarm ain't out there beeping, is it? No. Oh, yeah. That's right then. Well, it's definitely ain't mine then. Anyway, you're too nosy. So what if we deserve better? So what if somebody's phone? We're asking you questions. So what if somebody's battery needs replacing? Right, Levy. So what was your? I know we spoke before, and you would have taken Levy out, which isn't a problem.
Yeah.
You've now woken up to the fact that he's gone. Just give me your. I want to hear your timeline. Your timeline
Well,
of the day. And obviously now he's gone.
There were always,
forward.
Mr. B. There's been rumors every year about takeovers, and you get to the point where you hear it every year and you don't really believe it because you can only be fooled so many times, right, bruv? So it was unexpected. There was rumblings. There's always this is my point. There's always rumblings. So there was rumblings that apparently he was maybe being ousted by this other chap, and that the Lewis family, Lewis's daughter Vivian. Her name is, wanted him out and wants to take over the club. And there was always this talk. And it appears like for the first time, it's happened. And it's probably the biggest news. And I'm not being melodramatic. It's probably the biggest thing to happen since I've been a fan of Spurs. Because I started supporting Spurs about 99. Literally more or less the moment that they came in. So I have known nothing more than Enix's version of Spurs. So this news is absolutely mind-blowing, really, for every Spurs fan who, let's say, is 30 and younger, right? So it will literally turn everything on its head. But the problem is that a lot of people do think that he did a good job. I am interested to see from obviously an Arsenal fan as well, if you, without being funny about it, saying, yeah, Levy's done a great job, keep him there as long as possible. What is the perception of Daniel Levy from the outside looking in? Do you think he did a good job? I know what I think. It's easy for me because I'm right in the thick of it. But I'm curious to see from an outside perspective. Like Daniel, what's he regarded to from other fans? A good chairman or an annoyance?
A bit of both, to be honest. I think he was gradually building something with Spurs, isn't it? Like, you started to obviously grow with the stadium. You got a bigger stadium now, and obviously you've won a cup. So he was slowly pigeon step building something. But what I will say is, him leaving has left a lot of us thinking, shit.
Is that really how you feel? You actually,
who's coming in? Who the fuck is coming in? Like, we're hearing rumors about Saudi. We're hearing rumors about certain things. So we are kind of sitting back thinking, oh yeah, Levy's gone. Spurs fans are happy. We're like, shit. Like, what the fuck? What does that mean then? Who's coming in? Is it going to be more investment? You lot have got the stadium. So yeah, it's kind of making us a bit nervous. But we are kind of looking around the corner thinking, okay, so what's next then? Do you know what I mean? Having Levy there was a bit of a safety blanket. We knew that he had contacts and stuff, but he wasn't one of these guys that had a vast network in football, or was regarded in football as one of the negotiators. He was a very tight negotiator, we know that, but he didn't have a network of people that you can call. And we was like, oh yes, Levy, whatever. You know, Spurs hate him. I hope he stays it for a while. But like I said, now he's gone. It's a bit okay. What's next kind of thing? We're a bit. Yeah, it's a bit.
I think there's two ways it can go really. Either it will be more of the same, and that it was more, because we don't know as Spurs fans. There's always been conjecture, but we don't know if Levy was the one making all of the decisions, or if he was just Lewis's puppet almost, right? So he was working under very, very strict rules imposed on him. So we don't know if it was him doing the imposing, or if he was being imposed upon. And that's something that we as Spurs fans, the Spurs fan base, will find out, I would say within the next 2 years. We'll find out if there is a massive shift in how we go about the football matters or not. This is assuming ENIC don't just sell up, which has been, again, rumoured for a while.
Would you prefer a selling up?
I would, because I'm very sceptical of ENIC. But I also am wise enough, I suppose, if that's the word to use, to know that the grass isn't always greener. But I do think that sometimes you have to roll the dice. But when you do roll the dice, you might roll snake eyes. So,
I mean, you were saying about Lewis's daughter. Yeah. Maybe she's going to take hold. Has there been?
That's the rumors. That's the rumor.
Have you heard anything about, in the past? Did she want Tottenham to be great? Was she one of those people who was just interested in making money? Do you have any idea of?
Well, yeah, I mean, the rumors is that she was quite opposed to how Daniel Levy ran the club, and that she was. And again, these are rumors. It's not like anyone I know have actually gone.
It's fine. That's fine. We'll take the rumors.
Unsubstantiated rumors that she cares more about the football side, that she wants to have more glory on the football. She cares more about winning trophies and stuff like that, which sounds great to all us fans, because that's what the majority of us fans care about. We don't care about the balance sheets. As long as the club's not heading for bankruptcy, we don't really care about the balance sheets. And it sounds like that's what she wants. But I'm also smart enough to think about, well, that's what fans would want to hear, isn't it? You wouldn't want it getting out that she is more of the same. If you were going to take over the club, you'd want to be promoting yourself as, I'm going to be different. I want what you want. I'm just like you guys. I'm just one of you fans. You know how it goes, right? None of us here is stupid. We know a salesperson when we see it. And Spurs have got to be patient. It's difficult and it's hard to not try. And I hear what Tony's saying. And there is a chance that Tony's bang on. This could go our way, and we could all of a sudden start spending the kind of money that we have the freedom to do so, because we are well within. I think we've got 400 million or so that we could actually spend,
net money,
and still be okay. Now, is that going to happen? Well, that really does remain to be seen, but it's possible.
Yeah,
I would like new ownership, because I think a new ownership, you just start from scratch. I think with ENIC themselves, they've proven to me that they only want to get Champions League. They don't want to go the next step. But I can't 100% sit here and say to you if that was Daniel Levy's MO or if that's ENIC's MO, because I honestly don't know. And that is what we will find out unless there's a sale. If there is no sale, we'll find out within the next 2 or 3 years. And you guys will see if you're
during the window.
We'll see, yeah. And I'm not going to judge them on January, because January might be too soon.
Yeah.
Right. But next summer, if you see us spending the same kind of amount, and I'll tell you what the trick will be as well. If the wage structure changes, if the wage structure stays the same,
they start paying players 120 grand a week. Yeah.
If the wage structure stays the same, guys, then it's ENIC. It was ENIC all along. If the wage structure gets blown out and we start paying 200,000 to most of these guys, like most of the big clubs generally do, then it was Levy. And that is the one thing that we can't answer yet. Who was working for who? Levy was taking orders, or he was making the orders? Don't know.
Sure. When you say 200 grand, nobody wants to be playing there, but we're trying to get our players all on under 200 grand, to be fair. So if you're going to go 200 grand, the market for that is going to be quite big.
We don't have the only player I think was making more than 200 grand under the whole of Enix leadership was Harry Kane. He's the only one. Even Sonny, I think, was in the 150.
Yeah, Sonny's a humble guy though, so maybe he would have just been cool to settle it. Kane, they had to be paying Kane big money.
He was the only one. He was the only one who kind of broke into that superstar status money you'd expect to be paid. And I'm not even saying that we need to be paying that much, but it's just like some of our players, like Mr. B. I think you had a giggle last time. I think me and Ordemo was on, and we told you that Slanky was only getting 65 grand a week, which we paid 65 million for him, and he's on nearly a pittance, relatively wise, to other players who you'd pay 65 million for. We pay 65 million, and he's on 60 grand. Van der Ven, who's probably arguably our best defender, and was probably our most important player last year, maybe other than Romero, he's on 50. Wow. In the scheme of things,
I don't know if 200 grand is 200k for average players is standard. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's United wages. Like we used to see United wages in it, and we pay too much money.
You do.
I know Arsenal at the moment. You lot have got a lot of players on over 200 grand. So you don't need to start winning, or that's going to come back to bite you on your backside. Because
we ain't got that many players over 200. We ain't got that many. Oh,
who's your highest earner?
I think it might be Odegaard. You know.
How much is he on then? 300 or something?
I'm not sure.
Not that much.
I'm not sure. It might be Odegaard.
I'm gonna get that up 1 second.
Yeah, get up. I know Saka's on about 200 and something, or just under. Gokres, I think, is on 200 and something.
It's interesting to see what people do class as the average Premiership player wage. Is that really 100 grand? Is that really what we're saying? That 100 grand is the average for your average Premiership player now?
Probably, I would say between 100 and 150 will be average.
Wow.
Blah blah blah.
A week, you know, that's crazy.
And that's for your average Premiership player. That's insane.
What is this? Where's they got this? I need one that hasn't got a Oh, here we go. Right. Okay. Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
What do you reckon he's on?
About 200 and some, 240, 230.
280.
Wow.
Gabriel Jesus.
About 180.
265.
Wow.
Shut up.
Declan Rice. I'm going to screenshot it and show you.
Rice is going to be on a lot. He's going to be on
he must be on a 200 and something then.
240.
Yeah.
Odegaard.
About 250.
240. Jokeres, obviously, said 200. Saka's on 195.
Yeah, I thought so around about that. Yeah.
Saliba's on 195. Martinelli is on 180. That's why he can't get sold. And that's part of the wages part. If you don't start winning, you're going to want to get rid of players. And you're going to be in the same position that we are. When you're paying them ridiculous amounts of money because you think they're worth it, and in 2 years' time you find out they're not, you can't get rid of them.
Yeah, but I think with Martinelli, then because of his age and stuff, if we need to get rid of him, we'll get takers for him.
What, for 100? That means he has to take a pay cut. He's not going to go anywhere and take a pay cut. He's on what? He's on 180.
Yeah, I'm even hearing like Saudis, a couple of the Saudi teams and all that want him.
Yeah, but it's all well and good.
He's got to want to go there, isn't he? He's got to want to
go. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's enough girl out the road that want you, but you know, in life, things don't go like that. And that's my point. They can want. If they don't want to go, then they're not going to go. So, you know, everybody talks about Saudi. So some people don't want to live that life. You know what I mean? You know, you can't have a drink. I mean, a lot of them are living in our brain.
Depends if they've got a family as well, Mr. B. If they've got a family, a lot of families I don't know will want to go over there, bro.
It's hard.
Football, you got a short shelf life, innit? Like, so, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to look at it like the holistic picture.
I don't think I could go live in Saudi for 2 years.
if I'm getting paid 300-400 grand a fucking week, mate, I'm one for 2 years later. Gone.
It does
You're gone.
depend on how
Yeah,
it depends on
yeah.
how much you're getting. It does depend on how much you're getting.
If I'm getting 300-400 grand a year, knowing that I'm not tax free and all that, I'm off, mate. Later, gone. I'll go live out
Yeah,
there.
but
I
as a
don't give
footballer,
fuck.
you probably would have been earning 100. You would just pack up everything and just go.
Yeah. Well, depending on my age as well. Depending on my age as well.
Yeah,
The chap
he'd
from
have to be
Villa, the
old.
chap
He
from
couldn't
Villa
do it
did,
young.
didn't he? The chap from Villa did. The guy from Villa. What was his
Duran.
name? Yeah, he went.
He's at but he's at Fenerbahce now, isn't he?
Did he come back? Well, that didn't take long.
Yeah, he left. He had beer. Apparently, he's they were saying his attitude stank. But again, if you're used to a certain
lifestyle,
way of living, some people aren't hermits, just go training and go home. If that's how you live, Saudi's no problem. But if you wanna, show off your money a bit and just have a good time on your day off or whatever, it's probably a little bit harder to do it over there. You know what I mean?
But then for me, like I said, it all depends on how old am I and what I've won.
Yeah.
My trophy, Kevin, what I've won and what
stage of your career you're in.
Yeah,
is a big deal.
yeah.
I mean, the thing
if I'm on the wind down, like someone like Salah, that'll be ideal for him next year to go Saudi. Ideal.
Yeah, but I still see the thing is, he's got so much more. I think he's got so much more to give. You want to go to. I say you go Saudi when you're, 34, maybe 35.
That's what I'm saying. How old Salah?
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
But he's not. Yeah, but he's not normal though, is he? If you look at what Salah's been doing, he's not a normal. Whatever age he is, he's not. He doesn't play for that age. You know what I mean? I just think he's still got a good couple of years left in him. Saudi. You want man like Casemiro to go Saudi, who are finished. Whose legs are done. 33, 34. He's done. He knows he's done, but he ain't gonna get a move to anywhere else. That's where I say those Saudi, what they're maybe changing their model. They don't want those dead old men in there. They want some youth, But I said they get the young ones. They're used to living a certain way. You're not going to stay.
We can shift Richarlison. Saudi wanted Richarlison last year. He wouldn't go. We wanted him to go. They gave us
what was the money? What was the money?
They were offering more or less what you paid for him, and which we paid. We well overpaid for him. He paid like 55 million, I think it was, for Richarlison. We were going to get most of that back, but he refused. And they were offering him a decent chunk of change. So even though I don't like him as a player, he said, "Nah, mate." He goes, "I don't want to," because he's still arguably he's still in the peak of his career, so he didn't want to go.
He thinks he's the best player.
Well, yeah, we weren't happy he didn't go. At least I wasn't. Some of us were. But, it's like, "No, mate, we'll drive you there. Don't worry, we'll pay for your flight over, bro."
See, this is the thing, man. It's all football. The good thing about it's all about opinions, isn't it?
Yeah,
what I mean. We look at Richarlison, and I don't see a top class striker. I just don't.
I just see an annoying player. I just don't like his face as well. And he's got.
Don't get me started on the dance, mate.
Yeah.
Some people do it. It's like I feel embarrassed when I see it, and it's like. Oh,
he's a player. I'll tell you who else I just wanted to slap him. Is that Jesse Lingard when he he's got a face that
when he moonwalked on your carpet.
Yeah, but he only moonwalked once. He danced once. That was it.
It's all right. It's fine. You only need to dance once.
He's got a face. He's just got one of those faces that I just want to give him a Sampras. Yeah, like a proper forehand. Do you get what I'm saying?
Big slap.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Leave him. He's out there he's in the K-League. K-League doing it.
He's doing all right out there, I heard. They love him out
there. To him. You do what you do. He should be levels above what they've got out there. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Surprised that he left.
Yeah, but he joined Forest though. He joined Forest for the money, didn't he? That was kind of the start of him just kind of chasing the monies when he joined signed for Forest, didn't he?
Well, yeah, I mean, he could have stayed at West Ham. Now looking at it, but he was probably right not to go to West Ham. But he really did well at West Ham.
They got the best out of him. That loan at West Ham got the best out of him, bruv. Definitely.
It's weird. It's weird. Football's weird. And we've still got another week before we're back. There's an England game tomorrow.
Yeah. Who won the game tonight? I think was it Sweden versus.
Didn't Germany lose the other night?
Yeah.
Germany lost yesterday to Slovakia. So
Wow.
beat Slovakia, yeah.
Who did Sweden play? I think it was Sheshko versus Gokres. That's what the kind of matchup was that they were hyping up.
When today?
I don't think none of them scored, to be honest.
What would it be? Thursday, Friday.
Sweden versus.
International. Let's have a look. Friendly internationals. Oh Lord have mercy, there was loads. What were we just asking for?
It was 2-2 apparently, Slovenia. Somebody's put in the chat. We deserve better, puts in the chat.
Oh, you legend. I don't know why I just didn't bloody ask him in the first place. I'm here looking. I may as well put that down. Slovenia, Sweden.
I think ISAK was on the bench as well. He didn't obviously start. He's got to get his mind right, innit?
Hold on. He didn't play though, did he?
Nah.
Did he come on as sub?
Did he come on?
I'm not sure, but when I was looking at the results when they were playing, I knew he was on the bench, but I don't know if he came on.
-9 played. That bag of shit. I'm glad he's gone. I'll be honest. I'm glad he's gone. I hope he scores the goals that takes them into the Champions League so they can give us our money. But this season's going to be long. It's going to be painful. The journey is going to be
going to be emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I can see this being more painful for us on this channel. To be fair, I see Arsenal flopping again. Tony, maybe that's just the hatred and the bitterness in me.
Well, we need to win some. We need to win. If we don't, I've got a load. There's Arsenal fans saying if we don't win something, he's got to go. Arsenal fans saying if we don't win something, he's still got to keep him. For me, like we need to win something. We're gonna win something. What it is, I don't know.
Are you taking the Coca-Cola? Are you taking the Coca-Cola Cup?
Wow.
I just don't want that. I want if we win that and then we're in a final of the rest and we just lose in the final, then I'll be like, whatever, because it's a final. But I just don't want to rely on just having that cup and saying, yeah, it's been a successful season. The amount of money we spent and stuff, and I'm not an accountant, so to be honest, I don't give a shit how much money Arsenal spent. They can spend 2, 3, 4, 5 billion. I don't give a shit. When I look at my Barclays and my Revolut, my account don't bloody change. Yeah, so Arsenal could go out there and spend whatever they want. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a shit. But we need to win something. Do you know what I mean? And I'm hearing in the groups as well. I'm seeing Liverpool fans talking about, Arsenal fans trying to diss Liverpool fans. Oh, but, you lot bought the league, you bought this player. Like, I don't give a shit. Liverpool's in their rights to win by whatever. Do you know what I mean? They won shit, so they've got revenue. Liverpool bought it. You see how much players they bought this season, right? People don't understand. Some people don't understand. Liverpool could still have spent another 500 mil after ISAK and still been all right. You understand what I'm saying? Another 500 mil and still being all right. So get used to Liverpool spending money, because if they go this season and they win something, they could spend even more. So any player available next season, if Liverpool win, they can snap up. So get used to Liverpool spending and buying players. I don't give a shit. Like I said, my account don't change. Yeah, my account don't change. Yeah, so Arsenal spend whatever you want.
I think, Tony, they also spent 2 transfer windows worth of money because they didn't spend any last year at all. And also, they sold two players and got a good chunk of change, over 100 million for them as well. That also includes as well, that add it all up. Did they really go that crazy, if you think of it?
Yeah, and the one thing about Liverpool and the rest, even Spurs and United, you lot sell players. You lot get good money for players that we don't get. Not the most we've got for a player is like 35, and that was bloody Ox Chamberlain. We don't make money from selling players.
You're not Tony. You're not the only one. Spurs are shit at it as well. I think United are pretty good at it, but Spurs aren't, mate.
What did you say?
Other than Anthony, I know Anthony's the exception to the rule, mate, because I really had to go for that last time.
But you still all right. But Spurs,
Garnacho, you got good money for
40 million.
Spurs have
Yeah.
no, but you how much did you sell Bell for? I know it's a while ago, but how much did you sell?
Oh, yeah. I'll say
100 million.
Exactly.
But there's only three. All right, I tell you, there's only three players, right? Really, that we've made serious bank on: Kyle Walker to City, Gareth Bale to Madrid, Modric to Madrid. Those three are the standouts.
So you bet, and Arsenal, Ox-Chamberlain to Liverpool, 35 mil.
That's the only one in the last 20 years that you've made decent bank on.
Right. That's why it's embarrassing. We don't sell players, man. We can't sell players. We can buy them, yeah, but we can't sell players, bruv. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, mate. But who knows? That might change next season. Because if we don't win anything this season, Real Madrid's going to start sniffing. The Real Madrid are going to start sniffing. I think we've bought a lot of players, defenders in, just in case Real Madrid start sniffing and they can take Saliba and we can slide in whoever. Do you know? Because Saliba will be gone. Yeah, Saliba will be gone.
Look, I think you will lose Saliba. I agree with you, Tony, mate. He definitely will go.
I think he'll go. And to be honest, he's good, but like I said to you before, if I had to choose Saliba or Gabriel, I'm keeping Gabriel, mate. Take Saliba, take Saliba. I'll keep Gabriel. Do you know what I mean? I'll take him on.
We can only hope that your team gets weaker. Maybe they'll come in.
Why would you hope that?
And they say,
why would you hope that?
Come on.
That's not nice, is it?
My respect for you is high. My respect for your team is very, very low. So, it's just I want you to fail. I want you to. I do. I want you to fail. Match of the day. Match of the day. This match of the day was the first time I watched match of the day and probably watched it live.
Wow.
It must be 2 years. I don't know if that's because we were the only team to have won. We don't win very regular. But there's, the fact that you lot lost, it was nice. Yeah. It was nice watching that whole football weekend. And I said Tottenham, the mighty Tottenham. The fact that you lot lost as well, hands up if your team won. It was nice. I want it to kid. It won't. That's why I'm shameless. I'm shameless in it. I have to enjoy it while it happens because I said I don't know when the next one's coming. We got 4 points from 3 games. It could be 4 from 5, and then he's under real pressure again. So we'll just have to wait and see.
After City smack you lot, then it's gonna be problem because City are gonna smack.
You've got Chelsea after them. You've got Chelsea.
And Chelsea's gonna smack you as well. You're not winning against it. And Brighton might possibly smack you as well. Like you're gonna get a couple of uppercuts. It might be like a triple dragon punch. I don't know if anybody's used to Street Fighter.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what you're getting. You're getting that, mate. You're getting a triple dragon punch, mate. And I'm just gonna be smiling. But I know you're not gonna beat City. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say I told you so. Next time I see you, next time we do this and see, I'm gonna say I told you so. Though I don't know what you was thinking. Do you know what I mean? I told you so.
We've got West Ham, so I'm not.
Oh, you're not going to lose. You can't lose.
No, not considering the 3-4 they're in. I mean, yeah.
I tell you what. I tell you, the team that's going to cause a few upset. I got a feeling Everton are going to beat a few of us. I just got a feeling Everton are going to beat a few of us, mate.
A few of you, not a few of us. Don't put me in that bracket.
Trust me, they're gonna beat a few of us, mate.
Why do you say it? Not because of Grealish? Is it only because they got Grealish?
It's just the whole. It's just that they ain't looking too bad. They got new stadium. There's a feel good factor around Everton right now and stuff like that. Trust me, they're
Moyes will feel that feel good factor. Don't worry about that. Yeah. They'll be flying by Christmas, and after that, he'll do his Moyesism and help him,
But West Ham right now, I think you'll definitely beat West Ham. West Ham, they're all over the place. They hate them.
Pott's got to be he's got to be the first one sacked.
We say that, but didn't West Ham just win their last game?
Did they?
I'm sure West Ham won their last game.
They've been in a tailspin. I'm going to check now.
Hold on.
Well, there's a lot of disgruntled West Ham. Even if they won, I don't know, but there's a
lot of disgruntled. They beat 3-0 away from home.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of disgruntled West Ham fans.
Yeah, they did 2 losses and a win. Yeah.
They can't stand their stadium as well, They hate it in Stratford.
That's because they have to stand so far away. They need binoculars to watch the match, bruv.
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal are in I mean, you know, it's not great to talk about the table. It's too early to be talking about
course
the
it
table
is.
anyway.
Yeah.
We'll wait until it hits 8 and 9 games.
I always kind of, for me, after 10, 11 matches, that's when it starts shaping up, and you start kind of seeing where it could possibly go. Do you know what I mean? As long as we're up there, we'll be fine. We'll be up there. I just want to see more.
I want you lot to be close, just
We will be.
so it breaks your heart. I want
Just
you
so,
lot to
just so
believe
they
that you're
fail at
gonna
the
win
final.
it. Yeah,
It's not going to happen.
It's just the meltdown. The meltdown's epic. If you're out of it come Christmas,
We won't be.
for us, for me personally, it's not going to be joyous. I want you to be close, so that you know, give Arteta another chance, because Lego head, the longer he stays at your club, the better it is for all of us. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that mentality.
I agree. He's Mr. B's right. He is the kind of reason he's holding you back. He is the reason you ain't won shit.
We'll see. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm giving him this season. If he don't win anything this season, then I've got I've got a getaway driver. I've got the artillery already. I've got the balaclava and stuff. I kind of know where he lives, so yeah, I'll have to take things into my own hands. I've got a farm in Essex where I can starve the pigs for a few months. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Yeah. All right, you can take his picture now. And I know who the bloody is. There's no need for that.
I got that offer, especially for you, man. I'm gonna fire on there for you, quiet, so that when you lose, I'm gonna have it on here for you as well. But you know what, guys? It's late.
Right.
Yeah, it's late.
Yeah, it's
late. We started late. Obviously we should be back a lot earlier next week. We've got Prem games to talk about, so it might be a long show, but we will definitely get it done earlier. But Tequila, thank you, man. Mate. As always, bruv. Where can we find you, man?
You can find me on the THFC Till I Die with Derma, who was on earlier for some. He is the deluded one. I'm the more quote unquote sensible one. So join us on there if you like your Spurs talk. Thanks, lads.
Tony, if you win the Carabao, would you give Arteta 5-year extension?
Can we just fucking end the channel? He's trying to wind me up.
Tony, where can we find you, man?
Yeah, We Love Sports. I sell apparel. I sell, NBA, NHL, and also, Premier League kits. So you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. So We Love Sports Apparel, but with an underscore, because I don't know what happened to my TikTok channel. I tried to look for it the other day, and it vanished. So I need to create another one. So Instagram, you can find me. Mention the Man United Agenda to get your discounts. Website will be up and running soon. So if you need any apparel, kids 18 months and up as well, I've got you. Just hit me up and we'll take it from there. But we deserve better banter. If you want a kit, I'm going to charge you another 20-30% on top of the retail price. Okay.
Right, and I'm going to get stuff as well because I had this from last week.
That was just me counting my stock and making sure. And what I had to do as well, I had to disinfect my sofa because I had too many Man United, too many Spurs tops as well. So yeah, I had to sage out my house as well and do a prayer and all of that to get all the bad energy.
Become a germaphobe, Tony.
Exactly. But yeah, again, We Love Sports. Hit me up if you're interested, man.
There you go, guys. we will be back on Monday. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about on Monday. I'm not going to lie to you, but we will be back on Monday. I actually think Cole might be back as well, so it might be a full house.
He's back from holiday, so yeah, he came back yesterday, didn't he?
Lovely. I'll give him a couple of days to calm himself down before I start telling him what I need doing. So I'll give him a break. So Cole will be back, and obviously next Friday, Tony will be back for sure. Dams will be back. Hopefully Tequila can pop in as well, and we'll see if we can get a couple of we'll see if we can get. God, we need a Guna backup for you, Tony, man, because this season's going to be long for you.
I don't mind. I got broad shoulders, mate. You know what I mean?
That is all I wanted to hear. I won't be looking for anybody. I will just be saving all of them. I will be saving all of the links for you, bro.
No problem.
All right, guys. Look, appreciate it, man. As always, I know it's late, and I know you got things to do, but look, appreciate it for jumping on, guys, in the chat. Thanks for watching. We will be back on Monday. We're out.